Welcome back, friends, to a very chilly day on the homestead. Jack and I got back from Moab last night. It's about a 24-hour, that takes about 24 hours to get there. When you factor just driving by yourself, driving, sleeping, getting up, and then driving, it's a haul. But if you set out to go from here, it's about 24 hours. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up. A couple updates. So a lot of folks have been asking, where is the tractor? We haven't seen the tractor in the videos for a long time. Well, Yanmar has had the tractor because they wanted to get the snowblower thing right. So what happened was that the pump that they put on it was faulty, and it was only putting out half the volume, I believe, that we needed. So they completely rebuilt the whole thing. They've had it for a couple months. They wanted it to be right, and they're bringing it back, I think, this Thursday or Friday. So we have a lot to do. We actually have a lot of forestry work to do. So Mrs. W and I are going to be doing that this afternoon. We're going to go in and get to kind of start getting to work. We're going to have some forestry videos coming up. But today is just kind of an unpacking for the trip and just catching up. But I wanted to do an unboxing here, and I have an apology to make. My friend, good friend, Tony, sent this package to me, and I just found it. I think what happened is we get a bunch of packages. I think Brian put it up against a wall, and then I put a piece of plywood against it. And when we were organizing stuff just before we left, I found it, and I saw Tony's label on it. And I'm like, oh, good grief, I didn't even know he sent that. So he sends the coolest things. I want to open that together. And then we have this one here, and then we'll just see where the day goes. I think ye old Benchmade 940. Haven't lost it yet. You know why I haven't lost it? Just took the pocket clip off. That's why. Granddad never had a pocket clip, didn't lose his knife. I don't have a pocket clip, don't lose mine anymore either. So actually, I saw a knife at the open house that I might consider changing. I know what you're saying, but it was really good. One of the guys that came out to the 1 million subscriber party worked for Benchmade, and he showed me a new one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's half the weight, and it has an awesome blade. And he very graciously offered it to give it to me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take your knife. But I thought about, what's this? I thought about that after I'd seen it, and like, man, if I lose this one, I might have to consider that other one. I'll see if I can remember what it was. What's this? This is really cool. Oh, I can show you, and I can't show you because it has our address on it. How about that? Sorry for the censorship. Tony put our address on there, but don't worry, he didn't cut up a real crosscut saw. This looks like it's just made out of sheet metal, but man, it is a near perfect facsimile. Tony's got a plasma table, and he cut the Wranglerstar logo in there. We might have to do like an arch up over the entry. How cool would it be having this hanging on there? And the rust on there makes it even look better. I had imagined when you sent this, Tony, that didn't have any rust in it. It's been sitting in my shop. But that is really, really cool. And there's two of them. This one here, I know what this is. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm spending a lot of time, or Jack and I are spending a lot of time together shooting. And you know, part of the trip to go down to Moab is for me is to kind of helping Jack to come into manhood and to learn these skills that he has. And for us, shooting is really important. It's something that we enjoy doing. There's just so many benefits to it. So ammunition. We'll talk about ammunition a little bit. How much ammunition does a guy need for just to have on hand and to be stocking? Well, I don't know. When we went to Thunder Ranch, Clint and Heidi Smith, they talked about that a little bit, and they said, well, it's different for everyone, but we have 1,000 loaded AR mags at any given time. That's 30,000 rounds of 5.56. That's got nothing to do with all the other stuff. So do you need 30,000 rounds? Well, I don't know. I guess to each his own, but. How much do we need? I don't know. But the thing is that really bothers me is when we're doing as much shooting as we do, I don't like shooting from my supply. or diminishing my supply. I like to keep it topped off. So what I've resolved to do is I follow the sales online. And there's a couple different companies I buy from, but I get newsletters, and when they have like a really great deal, and they usually do it once a month, I'll purchase 1,000 rounds, and I do that every month. And in addition to that, to the 1,000 rounds, I also buy 10 magazines, because usually those are on sale too. So I'll buy 10 AR magazines, or I'll buy 10 Glock magazines. You know, within reason. How many do I have? I don't know. I probably got close to 60 or 70 magazines for the ARs. It'd be nice to have 100 or so. But this is the ammunition that I just bought. This is the 9mm. So I'll alternate. So I'll buy 1,000 rounds one month of 5.56. I'll buy 1,000 rounds of 9. I'll buy 1,000 rounds of 12 gauge double aught buck. I'll buy 5,000 rounds of 22 long rifle. Or I'll buy, you know, maybe 100 rounds or 5 boxes of Creedmoor, so just to keep that supply up and going. Because we actually monthly, we're probably not shooting half of what we're purchasing, but we are stocking it up. And I mean, it's money in the bank. It'll never lose value. It'll always be a commodity. So yeah, that's what I do. So I switched over. I've been buying these aluminum magazines. They have the Magpul followers in them. And these are made by, I don't know, they're USA made. But I kind of prefer the aluminum ones because I like to leave, I don't know why. I just, maybe because the feed lips, I worry about the feed lips on the Magpuls being plastic. And I know they have the extra caps, but I find those to be a real inconvenience and a hassle, and I lose them all the time. So I've just decided I'm just going to buy the aluminum GI style mags with the Magpul followers in them. They're cheaper. You get these for about $7 a piece, and they seem to work great. So this is 10. I got these from Surplus Ammo. This is not an endorsement. I pay the same price you guys pay, but they seem to have the best prices that I've found online. So yep. So that's this month's ammo supply. I don't have a lot of stuff for today's video, but I do have a lot of updates because there's a lot of stuff coming up. So what's coming up? Mrs. W. This is going to be. I'm not looking forward to this. This is going to be hard for me. She's leaving us for 4 days tomorrow. Tomorrow we take her to the airport, and she's flying to the Midwest to meet her. They do an annual trip of her college friends where they get together for a ladies' retreat. That means I have the Sweet Loaf by myself for 4 days with Jack's help. Now, I've never done anything like this before. This is a brave new world, and I'm very apprehensive and a little bit concerned. But I will be bringing you along for this. You know, I have had to change a diaper or two. I think I've changed 7, and all of them were. Well, it was really bad. Of course, you know, I always get. Anyway, so that's coming up. She'll be gone for 4 days. The tractor will be coming on Thursday or Friday. So the folks from Myanmar are going to be bringing that in. So we're super excited about that because we have so much forestry stuff to do coming up. Today, Mrs. W and I are going to be working on doing forestry. So we'll shoot that. That'll probably be tomorrow's video. And then also a big one. What is it? Okay, so the live broadcast for subscribers. We are tentatively scheduling it for a week from Monday. Don't know the date. A week from this coming Monday, and it's going to be at 4 o'clock. More to come on that, but that'll be the live broadcast for members, and I promised you guys we're going to do it once a month. I'm sorry it's taken us a little while to get to it. Jack and I were gone on our trip, and Mrs. W has gone on her trip, and we need to, once we come together, we'll get things buttoned down. But it's getting cold. It could snow at any time. We got to get there's a lot of preparation to do. We got to finalize the firewood. There's just lots of stuff to do that we've kind of been waiting on the tractor, so we're very excited about that. But yeah, I guess that's it. So stay tuned tomorrow should be forestry. You never know, but I think so. Well, that's it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting the channel, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.